those of you who don't know, I wasn't born blind. Growing up, I could see during the day, and I played sports like football, basketball, soccer, and wrestling, but I lost my eyesight as a teenager due to an eye disease. I'd always had poor night vision, but now I had poor day vision. By the way, if you have poor night vision and poor day vision, you're blind, just so you know. It's a free diagnosis. No charge for that one. I had to embrace my situation. I had to think positively and take action. On the upside, at least I'm not afraid of the dark, right? Then I'd be a blind guy wandering around just screaming. Sure, I could have spent the rest of my life feeling sorry for myself, but instead I decided to adopt a new philosophy. And that philosophy is that excuses are for losers. The single most important lesson people can learn is how to tell themselves the right stories. The fact is, I went blind in my teens. Now, there were two stories that I could have told myself. Story number one is I went blind because I have extremely bad luck. Or story number two, I went blind because I'm one of the very few people on this planet with the strength and toughness to overcome it and help others. Technically, both stories are correct. Which story do you think I should live by? I went blind because I could suck it up and take it while helping others, but you don't have to go blind to use this tool. Anyone can make the decision to tell themselves a better story. The biggest influence in your life is you. And if both your stories are true, why not tell yourself the best one? Because at the end, we all become the stories that we tell ourselves. One time, a former colleague from Accenture gave me a call and told me that they had a customer with a blind employee who was unable to do his job because of a problem between the customer relationship management software and the screen reading software for the blind. I built a software solution that allowed the two programs to talk to one another so that this guy could do his job. Oracle said it cannot be done, but I'd already done it. Throughout my career, I also found a way to consistently get our customers, our executives, and our engineers on the same page, producing billions of dollars in revenue. Take risks. Dare to be great. If you never dare to be great, you will always be mediocre. Has anyone in here ever bought a bottle of water? I'm going to assume that most of you are raising your hands. Water's free, so why do we all pay for a bottle of water? Well, we pay because somebody goes out and locates the water out of a mountain spring. At Red Hat, we do the same thing but with software code. We go out and locate the open source code. We then package it and deliver it to our customers. We're able to collect all of the ideas from millions of software engineers around the world for free and make money by helping our customers keep their services running. Just like Uber saw a blind spot in the transportation industry, Red Hat saw a blind spot in the software industry. What blind spots are holding you back? Red Hat's success can be largely attributed to the diversity of ideas inherent in our business model. Our products are superior because of the open source software development model through which we cultivate innovation. Diversity creates change, which is the engine for innovation. Life begins outside of our comfort zone. And when life gives you lemons, you know what you do, right? You use them to make margaritas. That's what I do. We go out to eat most every Friday night, and there's usually a very long wait. The maitre d' greets us and says, "I'm sorry, sir, but there's a 1.5 hour wait." I said, "That's no problem. I'll just wait right here." And I sit down in the middle of the waiting room with my giant German Shepherd. And without fail, soon someone pops up and says, "Excuse me, sir, but we actually have a table for you right now. So if we can get you and your big scary wolf dog out of the waiting room right now, we have a table waiting for you." Let's face it, I could easily pass for a police officer searching for bombs, which means I will always be seated before you. When interviewing for a senior pricing position, the hiring VP and I were discussing advanced consumption concepts and the complex financial models that I used when he very curiously asked me, "And Chad, you can do all this?" I told him, "Ben, this stuff is so easy I can do it with my eyes closed." Another time, a guy comes up and says, "Hey, is that one of those blind dogs?" I said, "Oh God, I hope not. If we're both blind, I'm screwed." I also enjoy downhill snow skiing, and a lot of people are absolutely terrified when they look downhill from 13,000 feet, but it doesn't faze me. I just don't see what the big deal is all about. But you know, they say you miss 100% of the shots that you never take, and I'm blind, so I miss a lot of the shots that I do take. But if you see a blind guy out there shooting free throws, that's called confidence.